All right, YouTube. Got me a package the other day. I guess it's been about a week now, and I just haven't made the time to make a video on either one of these. I've got the K-Bar TDI Pocket Strike, and this video is going to focus on this, the Efengrow EF 141. Comes with a very nice Kydex type sheath with a tech lock. It's extra wide this way, but it does have the nice eyelets, the pressed in eyelets, which is nice. A couple of vent holes, drain holes, which if you wore it on your side this way, the drain holes would be on the inside. And because it rides high on the belt, I actually mount it with the blade forward facing because it's a little easier to draw the knife either like this or even turn your hand around and pull it out this way. And here she is. It's a 7.5-inch blade. It's AUS 10A steel. And it's a very beautiful knife. EF 141, AUS 10. Nice handle scales. Now, something I noticed that was not in any other videos on YouTube was focusing on this view of the thickness. And I was actually surprised when I got the knife. From watching all the different reviews on YouTube, I did not know this thing was a 1/4 inch thick. I mean, that is a chunk of steel. Nice lanyard hole slash, glass breaker. All of the edges are rounded off real nice. Some jimping on the handle, on the back of the handle, also on the front and down there as well. Good finger guard, good choil. It's really not a finger choil because by the time you squeeze your finger in there, it would get cut on that corner, but you can put your finger there for some little stuff. And I think that the machining on this blade is so very cool. A little bit of jimping on the tip, machining on the sides, and that sucker is stout. Now, it's not as thick at the tip as it is back here at the hilt. That's basically a full 1/4 inch. And it doesn't really have a distal taper, but it just looks like from the end of the handle scale forward is thinner than the full 1/4 inch, as best I can tell. And the knife came razor sharp, slice paper. It could shave hair if you kind of, rake at it. So I have started sharpening this side with a guided diamond sharpener, and I put that scratch on there. I messed up and scratched it. But this is my full-time work knife from here on out. So it'll get way more dinged up and scratched up than it is now. Very, very cool knife. I've been carrying Bowie knives now for years. And yes, it's Bowie knife, not buoy knife. A buoy floats in the water. Drive your boat out in the ocean and you can hear the sea buoys, not the sea bowies. And I don't guess this is really a Bowie knife. It doesn't have the clip point, but the thing about a Bowie knife is that they're generally at least 9.5 to 10.5 inches in blade length, and this is 7.5. And I've noticed that it is kind of nice that it's a little more compact of a blade. It's nice to carry. It doesn't weigh a terrible much. The only thing, if I was going to try to complain about it, is that the handle is actually pretty small. And I've got really large hands, but I can get a full grip on that handle, but there's no extra room. Like, I'm locked in at the pinky and locked in up here. And that's probably a good thing for more of a combat knife, that your hand is locked in and not sliding up and down on the handle. But Very, very cool knife. Has kind of the matte finish inside of the machinings is it's not shiny. It's almost like sandblasted, so it has that kind of texture. And then I did notice up here at the tip, which I'll probably never get it to focus, but I'm pretty sure that that's the raw edges of the plate that it was cut from. I mean, well, that wouldn't make sense though either, because this sticks out farther than that. It's probably just the sandblasting just didn't look as pretty inside those notches. But it's got that super cool kind of harpoon tip. I really like the knife, if you can't tell. It's it's a very, very nice knife, very sharp. And I was worried about the steel hardness because I read a few different reviews here and there that talked about how Efengrow apparently has had issues over the years with claiming certain knives to be a certain knife steel and then turning out that it's not the steel that they claimed. And the best I could come up with on the internet is that they did have some issues with that a few years ago, but they changed their steel sourcing company or their source, and they've not had any trouble since. I cannot verify that. That's just kind of the internet lore. So I'm going to go ahead and trust that this is a US 10 steel. And it looks that like the handle scales are removable. You've got the Allen holes on this side and then the flathead slots on this side. So not crazy about these little dimples that they've drilled all into the handle. I may, over time, I may either polish those down, grind those down to back to smooth, or even just make a different set of scales altogether. Go with some red, white, and blue micarta or something like that. Super cool knife. Really like it. Very happy with it. The sheath is, as best I can tell, very good quality. Snaps in, good retention. You can get just a little bit of a rattle, but it does not make a sound when you're just walking and it's on your hip. It does not rattle. I've not heard it yet anyway. So there you go, Efengrow EF 141. Now I can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt one thing. I will be getting more Efengrow knives. I really, really like this. I am stunned with the quality. I'm stunned with the look of this thing. That is just a wicked looking knife. And I'm definitely going to be ordering some more Efengrows. I am a self-financed knife YouTuber, so knives come as I can afford them kind of thing. And I will be definitely looking forward to more Efengrows. I'm really excited about this one. I hope you guys will check it out. I hope the video was, informative. And y'all be seeing this a lot more as the weather gets warmer and I'm out on the water fishing and monkeying around the islands. And you'll be seeing this one a lot. I can promise you that. So thanks, guys. Enjoy.